Hello Gemini, and welcome to your July mid-month reading, where we are going to look at career first, and then there will be a part 2 which will look into love for you. If you want to know how I actually do readings, like focusing on your sun, moon, and rising signs and how these energies can be reversed, and what happens if it doesn't resonate with you and what does that mean, if you want to know all of that, it's actually explained really well in the July reading, which is linked in the description box down below, so you can take a look at that video. I want to say that I'm going to do my best to look at career right now. But because there's a huge soulmate cycle that's happening on the planet right now, where the universe is trying to put people together and balance out the energy on the planet. Because if you've noticed, the energy on the planet is really unbalanced right now. All you have to do is take a look at the news and you can see how split everything is and how unbalanced it is. And so there's a huge soulmate cycle that sometimes the soulmate cycle, if you decide that for whatever reason you have free will and you use that free will to not get together with your soulmate, then, sometimes the universe will let you do that, and that's fine. But I think because there's so much imbalance in the planet right now, it's pushing these soulmates in each other's faces. And they're like, you've got to look at this relationship. You've got to take a look at this. And so even when you feel like you've gotten over this certain person, maybe they just keep coming up in your mind over and over and over again. And that's why everybody that is on YouTube right now is doing a lot of love readings. They're like, how come people aren't doing career? And how come people aren't doing these more specific things? And I'm going to tell you that they're trying to, but even in a couple of the videos that I've already done, I was trying to do career and it kept pushing me into love. And I think there's just so much intertwined energy right now. So we'll do my best to look at career and money. But I just wanted to kind of let you know that this soulmate cycle that is happening is really huge. It's really big. There are divine masculines and divine feminines that are coming together. There's different lessons that they're learning. The divine masculine needs to learn about vulnerability, and the divine feminine needs to learn about their self-worth. So depending on which one you are, that's what your lesson is. And there's a lot of people that have that lesson. So I want to thank the people that have donated to this channel. There's a link in the description box down below if you'd like to donate. Thank you for the people who've bought things on my Amazon links. Thank you for the people who have watched these videos, watched ads that come with these videos, for those of you who aren't YouTube Premier members or whatever it's called. So let me go ahead and blow these off. So thank you very much for all of the support, the comments, and all the wonderful stuff. Let's go ahead and get into the career. So I'm only accepting the highest and best truth for the Gemini Collective's highest and best good, bringing forth the most accurate answers. All right, there's also a new moon reading. If you didn't get a chance to look at that, then you can look in the playlist and that will be in there as well. Okay. And there's one of the books that I'm recommending, because I've recommended it for other signs, which is called The Soul and the Sun. And it's going to be linked in the description box down below, right underneath the July Gemini reading. Because if you want to understand soul contracts and what these are and why they are, well, that's a really good book. I don't know what your reading is like yet, but when we get there, we'll see if it has anything to do with that. But I've been recommending that book. Okay, so what is Gemini's career and money looking like? Okay, so what we're going to do is a 5-card spread, which is you now, the next step that you need to take, what is in your way, what is the obstacle, the strength that you have to get you through it, and the blessing, and then also the outcome or the new focus. The overall for you is the Judgment card, and then also this Reunion card as well. So the Judgment card is reviewing your life and taking a look at all the different aspects, all the different points, all the different chapters and the different seasons that you've had, and kind of going through that and evaluating how you feel about it, and also seeing all the good that you did through it. So Judgment isn't like, oh gosh, like where you just go around judging people. That's not what it means. It actually is a life review card. So it looks like you're going to be doing a life review, and you're going to be doing it with someone in a reunion state. So I'm assuming that this is going to be someone that you're going to be talking to, and that you're going to be looking at the past, and maybe you guys are going to come to like an agreement about how the past, how it actually looks, and maybe how it, from an older perspective, from a more grown perspective, from a more spiritual perspective even. You're going to look at the different aspects of your life, and I feel like you're going to be really okay with it. Like you're going to feel like you've healed from a lot of things, and I think that you're going to look at it with compassion. And this person, maybe that's coming in, this reunion or union, this relationship, is going to help you look at it with a more healthy set of eyes. I guess that's the way I want to put it. It's almost like you're going to put on a new set of glasses that are going to make you look at life a whole lot differently. And I think it's going to make you feel really good. So let's figure out, and this is, once again, see, it took me right into like love and soulmate stuff. So let's go. I'm going to ask the universe one more time to please give me the information about career. This is the problem. Your abundance in life is directly related to this soulmate relationship. There's something about the soulmate relationship that it's like the key to opening the door to all of the abundance. So those of you who are asking about money and you're asking about career, the hardest part for us readers is that, and we've been hearing it for a long time, that especially Gemini, Cancer, Leo, that's the main axis, but especially when you're looking at it through these windows, these three lists. Same thing happened to Leo. When I was reading Leo, it's like all of a sudden it went right into relationship when I'm trying to read for career. And when I'm reading cards, I come with the first things that come to my mind because those are the answers. Those are what's given to me. Now, what I was saying is, Gemini, you're part of that. And so I'll do my best. But what I've been hearing for a long time is Cancer, Gemini, Leo, your financial abundance is wrapped up in this soulmate connection. So we'll do our best to look at specifically career. But let me make sure, let me turn gears a little bit and say, if I'm just thinking about work and career, that this union relationship will help you review your life where you might have made. So there's always a fork in the road, and there's always decisions to be made. And I feel like there were times that you made, the different decisions that you made. You're going to be looking at each one of those forks in the road, each one of those chapters of your life, each one of those seasons, and deciding, if that were to come up again, how would you, which decision would you make? Or did you make the right decision and things like that? Let's see where we're going in this, because I don't know where the universe is taking me with this. So let's see. What is your energy now? So the energy is that something is stalling you. And you want to run in. Yeah, you want to, this is a horse. The horse this way is somebody who wants to kind of run in. And I feel like you want to run in a specific direction, but you feel like something is blocking you. You feel like it's going a lot slower than you wanted it to. It's making you not want to take action. And for those of you who your career is structured around writing, then you're not really feeling like you want to write because you feel like something is blocking you. I don't know if it's writer's block or whatever it is, but something, okay? And it's like you want to travel and do all these things. You want to be ambitious, but something is holding you back. So we're going to find out what that is, okay? So the next step for you is to get out of your logical brain, okay? I think the thing that's actually holding you back is you're staying in your logic. And you're not following the actual intuition. You're not following your heart. It's like every time you feel like you want to follow your heart, it's like, boom, no, I'm back into logic. Nope, that's not a good idea. Let's not do that. Oh, but I want to follow my heart. Nope, don't do that. And get back into logic. So you're actually, it's indecisiveness. This is somebody who's making decisions and juggling. And this is someone who, same thing, has this stuck energy where they just don't want to make decisions. And they want to stay in their logic. They don't want to follow their heart. They want to, so there's something like that is happening. That's interesting. Let's see where we're going with that. And if I need to clarify this card, I will. So what is in your way? Like, what is the obstacle? We kind of know a little bit already. We know that you feel stuck. We know that you're not wanting to make decisions that have to do with, they're not, it's not that you're not making decisions. It's like you're not wanting to take a leap of faith. There's the word. Like you're too afraid. Maybe there's fear, or maybe there's some logical thing inside of you is trying to tell you, like, don't do that. Like something is saying do it and something else is saying don't do this. There's a lot of indecision happening here, okay? So you, what is in your way? Okay, so what's in your way is your logic. We just kind of went over that. They just clarified and verified what I was just saying. What's in your way is you're being too intellectual about it. You're being too you're intellectualizing it too much. The ambitious feeling, you're taking that motivation into logic, and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to do all these logical things because it makes me feel like more secure. Okay, I'm going to do that. Because I think the other way makes you feel less secure because you maybe don't have a lot of experience with the emotional side of it, or you just don't have a lot of experience to lean on and say, yeah, this is a good thing to do. Go ahead and go in that direction. And I feel like I said, you're stuck in the logical brain, and that's what's making it very difficult for you to make these decisions. And I'm feeling really strongly like we're asking the universe about career, but they're really keep pulling me back into this soulmate connection. So I'm doing my best, guys, but I really feel like if I go back into career, we're going to be looking at our life choices when it comes to career. We're going to have someone that we're going to be talking about our life choices to. We feel stuck and blocked about moving forward. We want to because we want to make logical decisions about career and money, but we're not able to do it. What God is asking us to do is to actually follow your intuition instead of following your heart and your logic. Following your logic and your head and your ego, right? So this is ego, and God wants you to follow him, right? The universe wants you just to trust in the universe and know that they have laid this beautiful plan out for you. It's beautifully orchestrated, and all you need to do is take the step forward, right? And I think Leo got the same type of thing. It's like, go through the door. The universe has already planted the seed. Everything's already ready to go. It's already there. Everything you've asked for is done already, but you're just not wanting to take that step forward for some reason. Okay. All right. So what is your strength though? Oh, well, that's good. Your strength is that you were able to put something down. You were able to put maybe some anger down, maybe some sadness, something that was heavy on your heart, a big burden. You were able to lay those swords, lay that down. You were able to put it down. So this is someone who is carrying a lot of swords, see that, or wands, see that. It was very heavy. Maybe he or she carried it for a long time or a long way. And so because, this is a strength, this is actually a really good thing. It's actually a blessing that you did that. Because each time you do this, then you feel more comfortable in your emotional body. Because your comfort area is actually the logical body. The logical body has helped you get out of so many things in your life. I mean, you're still here today. You've survived. And it's all because of logic. And you have learned that the emotional side is dangerous. And it's really not, but there were people who abused your emotional side, because actually Geminis can be very emotional and very beautiful in their emotional body, but somebody scared you of not going in that direction. And because of that, that's why you don't want to follow your heart and follow your intuition. But something you did put it down. So the outcome is that you're finally going to be able to see the gift that the universe has given to you. So, man, they keep steering me away from the actual thing that I'm asking, which is career. And that's because, like I said, this soulmate relationship is connected to and it's funny because I'm thinking about specifically some of the Geminis that I know, and it does make sense. I get what they're telling me and they're saying. They're saying that, like, for instance, let me give you an example. I have a really good friend, and the person that she is in love with now, and she's afraid to take some steps forward because of the same exact thing that I just talked about. But this person is really good at business. And if she would just take her step forward with this person would be able to open up a business for her and help her do that. And she doesn't want to work at her job anymore. So that would be such a beautiful thing, because he can use his skills to help her open up a business of her own And then she would flourish because she's amazing, right? And she's going to watch this reading. So you're amazing. I'm not going to say who you are, but you're super amazing. You know, I'm talking to you. So I understand that. So what we're saying about career, I guess is what they're showing me is like, there is someone who can help you. They have the key to your abundance. They have the key to your self-worth. They have the key to whatever you need to move forward in business and money. Whatever's holding you back from business's money is because you haven't fully committed to this reunion or this union. You haven't looked at your life with this person with a new set of glasses to give you a new set of hope. Divine masculine, you're learning about vulnerability. Divine feminine, you're learning about your self-worth. So if you put that in perspective when it goes to career, well, guess what? Divine masculine, you get to be vulnerable, and that's going to open up so much more, because when we're closed off and we can't open ourselves up, well, then we can't get abundance flowing in. You can't get money. Money is fluid. Abundance is fluid. It comes in and it goes out. It comes in and it goes out. And if you're closed, well, then nothing can come in. You're not making any space or any room for your abundance. And divine feminine, well, how are you going to open up that business that you wanted to open up? Or how are you going to go and apply for that job that you really wanted, or ask for that promotion if you don't have self-worth? If you don't think you can do it. So of course it's wrapped up in the soulmate connection. So that's why I'm having a big trouble, and a lot of readers are, separating the soulmate connection from the other points of your life. Now, those of you who are married, this soulmate connection doesn't have to be a lover. It could just be someone that you need to allow into your life, that maybe you need to take the step and say, you know what, I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to commit to this friendship. I'm going to commit to this relationship. Because I have a lot of people like, well, I'm already married and I'm already happy. And I understand that. And guess what? You can still have a really, really great friendship with someone that opens up many doors for you. You know, I have lots of friends that I go, oh my gosh, if I wouldn't have been friends with you, I would have never known that piece of information. And if I didn't know that piece of information, like the girl, and I always credit her, the girl who told me to open up a Roth IRA when I was like 19 years old. And she said, I didn't even know what it was. She said she didn't even know what it was, but she led me in that direction, said, go down to the bank. She pretty much told me to do it. And I had nobody to tell me anything like that. And she said, go down to the bank, open up a Roth IRA, and put $100 a month in it. And I was like, okay. And I went down to the bank and I opened up a Roth IRA and I put $100 in it ever since I was 19. And it's because I had a friend, a really good friend that I was vulnerable with, and she told me about her money secrets. And I was like, oh, cool. And I went and did it. And now I'm super grateful for her that I did that when I was 19. So it's the same type of thing here. Like, this person is really important for your career and money, because you have to review your life with a different set of glasses, that this person can help you see it in a new way, because you're being blocked. You're in your mind. You're in your logic. And the logic, the way you've thought about things, may have worked for you up until now, but maybe it's time to change your belief systems. Maybe it's time to change what you really believe right now, or maybe you need to go back to what you believed when you were younger. You know, maybe this whole adult thing that you've gotten into, you've built some belief systems and some walls around your heart, and so now it's keeping you from the business and the money and the career and all those things that you really want and the things that you really desire. And you're settling for what your ego is telling you to do, and you're settling for your logic. And sometimes that's just not the way to do it. Now, luckily, because of this relationship, I believe that you were able to do some review by yourself, but I believe that you're not letting this person in enough for them to really help you. Okay, so I think that you've done a little bit of work, so you're able to put some burdens down. But just imagine if you allow this person to really come into your life, how much you're going to get done. Imagine what your life would be like if you just opened the door and tried. That's it. It's that simple. Okay? Because once you do, you're going to see, because when it's this way, this person is not looking at the gift that God is giving them. They can't recognize it. But when the card is upside down, it says you're going to notice really quickly how much of a gift this is from God. And so this was a really awesome reading. I want to see if there's any advice cards, and then we'll close out this reading and we'll do part 2. So you have 2 videos. I just don't want to do 2 long videos because it'll probably be like an hour if I try to do both for the mid-month. So I'll just do one and then I'll do another. Pretty easy. So, and I'm hearing the words fear and anxiety. And I get it, Gemini. Fear and anxiety, that's what I'm hearing. And fear and anxiety never helped anyone. It actually holds people back from their love. It holds people back from their dreams. Yeah, there it is right there. They just, oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the advice. Work through your fears. Didn't I just say that? So let me put these up for you. So the advice is for you to work through your fears. It's giving you fear and anxiety to have this because you've never lived in your emotional body. You've never been that vulnerable. And for the women, or not the women, because it's just divine feminine could be a man too. So, but for the divine feminine, you have a lot of fear around your self-worth. Right? So let's look at the fear. The fear is the thing that's holding you back, and you don't really need it. So what do you need to release? You need to release fear and anxiety. You need to release the things that really scare the crap out of you. You know what I mean? So no. Emotions are running really high, so this is a really good time to actually release those emotions, because if you're feeling them very strongly, it's a gift from God so that you can finally release them. So do your work, do your writing work, do your talking out loud to God work, whatever you need to do, okay? But you are good enough. So just know that you are good enough, that this gift that God is giving you, God is giving it to you because you're amazing, because you are good enough to receive. And you just, maybe you need to work around some of that feeling like you're not good enough, okay? So yeah. All right. Well, that was really beautiful. I want to get onto your love reading because that was almost a love reading, but I kept having to tell the universe, nope, I need to go back to career. And it ended up just being linked. So thank you so much. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. Bye.